Listen, this is the story. I grew up in a Jewish family in Brooklyn, New York, okay? Yay! There's 4 branches of Judaism. There's Reform Jews, there's Conservative Jews, there's Orthodox Jews, and there's Tomato Jews. My family was Tomato Jews. If we had any money, I would have had my bar mitzvah at St. Patrick's Cathedral, but we didn't. Anyway, my mother was a typical Jewish American princess. When she was in labor with me, her idea of natural childbirth was going to the hospital with no makeup on. And you know, Jewish women, they just yell and scream all the time. They're agitated, they're crying, they carry on. You remember years ago they used to have these dolls where you pull the string and the doll would talk? Well, they made a Jewish mother doll. You pull the string and it says, "Will you stop with the string already?" I had to get out of the house. So, you know, when I was 25 years old, I did what any stupid Jewish boy from Brooklyn would do. I got married. Everybody was getting married in those days. And I married a very nice Jewish girl. She was a teacher. The only problem was she was a very, very bad cook. I mean, I used to find bones in my chocolate pudding. Did you ever see meatloaf that glowed in the dark? It was really bad. I mean, in our house, we used to pray after we ate. So anyway, on our 10th anniversary, she said, "Take me someplace I've never been before." I said, "How about the kitchen?" I actually took her on our anniversary on a trip to Mexico to a Kaopectate festival. Anyway, I got tired of marriage and I decided I had to do something really serious. So I started studying the Bible, and I found out that there are 2 Jewish guys in the Bible that are the greatest businessmen you've ever seen in your whole life. One was Jesus, one was Moses. Let me explain. Jesus had this beautiful robe that he walked around with, this long white robe. And when he was here on earth for 3 years with his ministry, everybody said, "This is a great robe. Where can I get it? Where can I get it?" He could have sold tons of robes. He goes to the tent maker who made the robes. His name is Goldberg. Okay, he says, "Let's go to business together. We'll make a lot of money. I'll have money for my ministry here. You'll have money." Goldberg says, "Fantastic idea. We'll call the business Goldberg and Jesus." Jesus says, "Nah, I don't like that. How about we call it Lord and Taylor?" Anyway, Moses, another brilliant, see these Jewish guys, they have a business sense. Moses led the Jews out of Egypt into the promised land. They're walking for 40 years, wandering in the desert for 40 years. The only thing they have to eat is manna from heaven. You know, that's unleavened bread, that's matzah. Well, if you eat that only for 40 years, matzah, you wind up with irritable bowel syndrome. You know, you get jammed up. Moses had a brilliant idea. He came up with something called Metamucil matzah. And from this event, the greatest verse in the entire Old Testament was born. "Let my people go." Finally, let me tell you quickly about my Uncle Abe. You know, what can I say? My Uncle Abe is the most famous Jewish tie salesman in the country. So he started franchises all over the world. Where did he wind up? He wound up in the Afghan desert, right? He has a little kiosk in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, right? One day, a terrorist, a Taliban terrorist, crawls up to the thing. He says, "I need water, I need food. Help me, help me." Abe says, "Look, I can't help you, I don't have that, but look at these beautiful ties. I got a silk tie here for $5. The terrorist goes crazy, calls on all kinds of dirty names. "You're an infidel, you're this, you're that." So Abe says, "Look, okay, you see that sand hill over there? Go 20 miles past there. There's a fantastic restaurant. You'll get great drinks, you'll get great food, you'll be fine." Right? The terrorist crawls along. 3 days later, he comes back. He's on his hands and knees. He's at his last gasp. He's dying. Abe says, "What happened? What happened?" He says, "They won't let me in without a tie."
Alan Seidman. Wow, that was great. Thank you. And you really never done this for... Really? Are any friends have you done this for here?
I don't have any friends.
Oh, really? This guy here is kind of.
My best friends, my best wife.
All right. Well, that's good. So he's done this. Has he done this act for you previously?
No.
You're really pretty good there, Alan. That's amazing. Great job. Wow. Okay. I was just counting up today how many of these open mics we've done since we started. This is our 9th open mic. Started last year.